Welcome to another Band Gym Insight, everyone. I want to talk time versus rep-based sets today. I think you're going to find, once I go through this, you may have a little bit different opinion about time-based sets and why you might want to consider starting to use those more if you're not already doing that. Let's get started. So let's talk time-based sets first and some of the advantages of a time-based set. First, and probably the biggest advantage, is it sets your work and your rest times and it keeps it consistent. Especially if you're going ahead and using an automated system that's voicing out the time when to start and when to stop. But what I find is a lot of people that do rep-based sets, as they get tired, they increase their rest time. And as a result of that, you're not going to get that compounding effect that you're looking for in your workout. But when you go ahead and use time-based sets, and especially when you automate it, you're going to go ahead and be able to stay consistent and you're going to get that compounding effect. Second reason is going ahead, and it's easy to go ahead and determine your work time, your workout time. Second reason, it's easy to determine your workout time. If you're on a set, busy schedule, you want to know exactly sometimes how long is my workout going to take. Well, when you do time-based sets, you're easily able to figure out how long the workout's going to take. Or if you're following a time-based set and you only have a certain amount of time to work out, you can easily modify it to go ahead and fit your schedule. So once again, a great reason for time-based sets, it's going to allow you to really dial in the length of your workout so you can go ahead and set your schedule accordingly. Next, you're going to be able to focus on effort and exercise. I'm going to go ahead and stress this a great deal because I think a lot of people, when they do counting reps or use rep-based sets, they focus on counting the reps. They don't focus on the exercise they're doing or the effort. And once again, if your time-based set is automated, you're going to go ahead and be able to really focus on just how am I doing the exercise and what kind of effort am I giving? And I think that's huge when it comes to getting results in your workout, especially when it comes to strength training or metabolic conditioning. You can quickly automate your workouts when you use time-based sets. Now, I use an app called Seconds Pro, and I'm happy to go ahead and share it with you if you're not already familiar with it. But just go ahead and check it out. I think it's probably one of the coolest ways to automate a time-based workout because it allows me now to go ahead and literally just plug in what I need and then push play and I'm off and going. And 30 minutes later, my workout's done and everything was done for me. Matter of fact, if you go ahead and use the Seconds Pro the right way, you can literally type in the exercises you want to do so you don't even have to plan the exercise. And then here's the cool thing about it. You can save it. So now you can go ahead and come back and repeat that workout over and over again. Oh, and one other thing, here in the Band Gym, you know and I know, I provide you Seconds Pro templates all the time. So as a result of that, I can share with you my workouts with you, which we try to do on a regular basis each month. So once again, time-based sets allows you to really automate your workout, which to me is huge because I just want to think about the exercise and the effort. I don't want to have to worry about when I start, when I stop, all of that. I just want to go. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the disadvantages of time-based training. Well, first and foremost, it's going to be a little more difficult to quantify. Obviously, you can count reps and you know that, hey, I did X amount of reps with X amount of resistance. So it's a little bit easier to quantify your workout. But I will say this, as a contrast to that, you can easily count your reps during your time-based sets. And as a result of that, your goal is, hey, I want to get 5 reps done during each time-based set. And as a result of that now, you can go ahead and quantify that. So the next time you come back, I'm going, okay, I'm trying to hit 6 reps during this time-based sequence versus 5. You get what I'm saying? So, but it isn't a disadvantage. You're going to have to do a little work to quantify your time-based sets. You're going to need to plan your transitions. You'll see a lot of times in my workouts that I share with you, I've really thought out the transition. Because if I'm going to have only a 15-second rest, man, my transition's got to be pretty quick. And I've got to be able to move from one exercise to the next. So you've got to think through your transitions a little bit when it comes to putting your workout together. That can be a little bit of a planning issue, but here's the cool thing. Once you have it set, and if you saved the workout like we talked about, now you're ready to go ahead and just push play, and it's the same thing, everything. All you have to do is make sure that you plan out your band setups and you're on your way. Probably the biggest disadvantage, I think, if you're truly going to be doing time-based sets, is you need some type of system to track the time. Now, a clock on the wall works, but now you got to focus on watching the clock. I can't do that. Again, I want to focus on my workout. I don't want to focus on a time. I don't want to focus on counting reps. So again, you're going to need an automated system. But I'm here to help you with that. Honestly, if you have not tried the Seconds Pro setup, I challenge you to go ahead and check it out. Because I really think you're going to enjoy it. And once you learn it, and as you learn it, you're going to see that it has a great deal of versatility to go ahead and make some really cool workouts that ultimately, all you do is push play. But for now, if you do time-based sets, it is going to require some type of system so you can track your time of your workouts. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Dave, you're a rep-based set hater. Not at all. I use rep-based sets all the time. And the reason I do is sometimes it's just much easier to quantify my workout and my effort. So as a result of that, I will use rep-based sets. It's also going to go ahead and allow me to truly time how long a set takes. So I know if I'm able to go ahead and knock out 10 reps, all right, I'm going to be able to time that so I can quantify that. I can also quantify it very easily because I'm going to have a number of reps and a resistance that I use. However, I will say this, rep-based sets probably work better for free weight workouts than band workouts. I think time-based sets probably work out better for band training simply because with bands, you don't have as significant of a quantified resistance as you would with a free weight. Also, with rep-based sets, it's going to be easy to go ahead and set up every minute, AMRAPs and EMOs. Every minute on the minute, as well as many rounds as possible in an X amount of time. So it's going to be maybe a little bit easier to set those types of workouts up, but I will tell you, we do a lot of those types of workouts in the band gym and on a monthly basis. So I don't think that's a huge advantage using rep-based sets, but some people may consider it. Let's talk now just quickly about disadvantages of rep-based sets. Number one, you're not going to know the length of your workout. You don't know how long it's going to take you to do 10 sets using a 25-pound dumbbell. You have an idea, but you can't quantify that. So if you're on a tight schedule and you need to get a workout in quick, you may find that rep-based sets aren't quite as effective at helping you determine that. Also, it's going to be very difficult for you to stay consistent with your work the rest. And I think this is a big one. I see this all the time when I go to gyms, how people, as they get tired, their work and their rest become significantly different. They don't stay consistent with it. And as a result, they don't get that compounding effect. They get more tired, they just rest longer. Well, that's what you're going to not want to do if you truly want to get the compounding effect of exercise. The other big one that I think is a big disadvantage is focusing on reps. Guys, frankly, I can't focus on how many reps I've got to get done. It's easy if it's 5 or 6 or 7 reps. But if I'm trying to shoot for like 50 reps, that's hard to go ahead and monitor that and track that. I would much rather go ahead and just set a clock for 1 minute and just say, let's go. Let's get as many reps as we can. And I'll promise you, if you're doing a rep every 2 seconds, you're probably going to get about 25 reps in. So there you go. So it's very simple to go ahead and move through a workout. But counting reps is just really, really difficult. And I think when you do have to count reps, your focus becomes more on getting the reps done than doing quality reps. And I think that's another big disadvantage of rep-based training. So there you go. A little thoughts on time-based sets versus rep-based sets, advantages and disadvantages, and why I think you want to go ahead and consider looking at time-based sets over rep-based sets. Hope you enjoyed this insider. We'll talk to you again real soon.